Do you really need a fake death to reveal who loved you for real? And who was just playing the part? I told my family I had terminal cancer to see who would show up. Before you judge me, I'd been diagnosed with a tumor. Benign, completely removable with simple surgery. But my family didn't need to know that part yet. For context, I'm the single, childless aunt who spent 20 years being everyone's babysitter, loan officer, and therapist. Every holiday at my house, every crisis, my phone rang. But when I had pneumonia 2 years ago, nobody visited. So when the doctor said tumor, I saw an opportunity to test something I'd suspected for years. I called a family meeting, sat everyone down, my 3 siblings, their spouses, my parents, told them the doctors found a brain tumor. Said I had maybe 6 months. Watched their faces carefully. My sister Laurel immediately asked, "What about your house? Is it paid off?" Not, "How are you feeling?" or "What can I do?" She wanted to know about my assets. My brother Clive's first response, "Well, I can't take time off work. You understand." My other brother Bram actually said, "This is really inconvenient timing. Callah's wedding is in 4 months." Only my sister-in-law Minerva cried, real tears. She grabbed my hand and said, "We'll get through this together." Mom and Dad, they exchanged a look that clearly said, "There goes our retirement plan." I told them I needed help. Someone to drive me to treatments, stay with me after surgery, help with basic tasks. The excuses started immediately. Laurel had her book club, Clive had golf season, Bram's kids had activities, Mom's knees hurt, Dad didn't like hospitals, only Minerva volunteered. "I'll rearrange my schedule, whatever you need." Over the next 2 weeks, I watched my family disappear. Group chat went silent. Sunday dinner suddenly stopped. When I called, everyone was so busy, but promised to visit soon. Minerva came 3 times a week, brought meals, cleaned my house, sat with me while I pretended to be scared. My neighbor Edith, who I barely knew, mowed my lawn without being asked. My coworker Tamsin organized meal trains. 3 weeks in, I overheard Laurel on the phone outside my window. She'd stop by to check on things, inventory my belongings. "She has at least $300,000 in her 401k, she whispered. "Plus the house. We need to make sure she doesn't give it all to charity or something stupid." That's when I decided to escalate. I group texted that I was updating my will and wanted to discuss inheritances. Suddenly, everyone was available. They showed up within an hour. Clive brought flowers, first time in his life. Bram wore a suit. Laurel had baked cookies. Even Mom and Dad looked interested. "I've decided to leave everything to charity," I announced. The room erupted. "You can't do that," Laurel shrieked. "We're your family." "Family shows up," I said quietly. "Minerva's been here every day. Where have you all been?" Clive tried guilt. "We're grieving. It's too hard to see you like this, but not too hard to count my money." Bram played the kid card. "What about your nephews? Their college funds?" "The nephews who haven't visited their dying aunt once?" Mom started crying. "We sacrificed everything for you kids. Name one sacrifice you made specifically for me." Silence. That's when I dropped the bomb. Good news though. The tumor's benign. Surgeries? Next week. I'll be fine. The shift was instant. Relief? Number? They were furious. "You lied to us?" Laurel screamed. "I told you I had a tumor. That was true. You made us think you were dying, and your first thought was about my money." Clive stormed out. Bram called me manipulative. Laurel said I was dead to her. Ironic. Mom and Dad left muttering about betrayal. Minerva stayed. She was crying, but smiling. "I'm so happy you're okay. You're not mad?" "I'm relieved. I meant it when I said we'd get through this together. Cancer or no cancer." I had my surgery the next week. Minerva was there. Edith brought flowers. Tamsin visited. My blood family? Silent. It's been a year. I updated my will. Everything goes to Minerva, Edith, and 3 charities. Set up education funds for Minerva's kids, since she's the only one who treated me like family when I had nothing to offer. My family still calls me manipulative. Says I'm holding a grudge. That blood is blood. But blood also shows its true color when it thinks you're dying. Turns out my real family was waiting in the wings while my blood relatives counted my assets. The tumor was benign. The test results about my family, those were malignant. But I cut them out too. Best surgery I ever had.